questions answered. Perhaps I came because I had questions whose answers I couldn't conjure. Perhaps I came to find meaning. Or perhaps I came to die. I couldn't make sense of it, but whatever the reason may be, I decided to let the great forest determine my fate for me. I'd left some indeterminable amount of time ago. In the forest, time and many other concepts lost all meaning. My pack 3 notches tighter around my waist than when I set foot into the green expanse. The fire in my belly and the lump in my throat whispered to me that I'd expire soon. So the forest had decided, and so the story goes. Despite the realization I'd committed to continue forward until I couldn't, the thick canopy suppressed any light the sun lent the day. However, as I trudged along, minuscule threads of light broke through, until eventually I saw, off in the distance, a well-lit clearing. My legs ached as I wandered towards the clearing. The light revealed such a wondrous, verdant landscape. Thick mist hung on the air like a cloud as the damp air awakened my lungs. At the far edge of the clearing, just beyond what my eyes could easily discern, a silhouette cut through the backlit fog. Her form took shape the nearer she came. Her beauty, intoxicating, rooted my feet to the bare earth. She stopped before me and smiled. And with this smile, it became apparent to me things were not quite as they seemed. Her beauty fell away, and she lent me a sight of her true face. She forced my gaze to meet her own as I realized what lay within her eyes. Galaxies beyond the observable universe contained within her irises, in her pupils 2 massive black holes that pulled me in. The world around us fell away, as both my consciousness and my physical body were compressed down into singular atoms and then stretched across millions of light years. The process was excruciating, and she reveled in my agony. She showed me the universe at its inception and at its death. Eons past and eons future passed my eyes in a single blink. Any god that ever existed, past, present, or future, knew her name. The vistas she allowed me to peer upon were so beautifully horrifying that any shred of my sanity they remained would soon erode. Unholy shapes and shadows, impossible colors and light, and the complete distortion of anything I knew to be reality were contained within these realms. Her satisfaction was palpable as my misery grew. She transported me again. I stood, unmoving, knee-deep in water that stretched on past infinity in every which direction. The blinding light of 1 trillion moons emanated from the sky and reflected off the water's surface. I tried in vain to close my eyes, but she would not allow it. The temperature of the water was so perfectly pleasant it felt as if I were in utero. She reached then, out to me, and placed her hand on my shoulder. The cold finger they caressed my soul sent an unnatural cold down my body, freezing the water beneath my feet. She communicated with her touch. The forest materializes back around us as she stands before me still. She loosens her grip and allows me a quick blink. My eyes feel as if they were cast into the sun. When my vision returns, I see she is wearing a smile, within it, a question hidden. I'm unable to comprehend what separation has just occurred inside of my being, but the forest brings forth a great sense of sadness. Irredeemable sadness. She forces my gaze once again and speaks to me without moving her lips, her voice permeating my entire body down to the cellular level. The reverberation is both agonizing and euphoric. She speaks in a language that may well have never been uttered previously, yet I comprehend her every word. She is older than the trees. She is older than the soil. She is older than the earth and the night sky. She transcends time. The once relative beauty of the forest has withered into insignificance, born of the visions in me she has implanted. She cuts away this infection known as reality. She asks her question, and though I couldn't repeat it now if I wanted to, my answer is yes. Yet, I question whether I ever had a choice to begin with.